Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I would like to let you all know actually, it's been a while since I've said a little bit about myself, but I am a light worker and I made a pact before I came here. I have a soul contract to help everyone heal emotionally. And because of that, I've been heavily guided on my path. If I veered off of it at all, I was set right back on it. And any question that ever went through my mind, like a thought, I wonder, etc., I would get the information. And the other thing is I learned back in the 80s, they don't do this anymore, but back then you're tested. Well, maybe they do, I really don't know. But you're tested if you're going to follow your intuition. So the difference between me and a lot of other people is that I don't want to be sick. I want to be happy, like we all do. And if there's a better way of being happy, and if there's a way of not getting ill, then I'm going to do whatever it takes to figure that out. And along the way, if something would happen, I would get people, even doctors, whoever, that would give me high information. I say high because it's not typical information. And it's just so interesting to look back on your life and see how when you walk on your path, how things come up and show you the way if you're aware of it. And also what I was saying before is to prove to your guides that you follow their thoughts. And so I have always followed everything that I've been told. I've never questioned it. I've never thought to myself, no, that's not right, I'm going to say this instead. I don't do any of that. And so because of that, my information is my truth. It could be some of your truth. The world now is about getting in touch with your higher self only. So if you read something, even if it's something that I posted, ask your higher self if that's true. I do this all the time. There are people who channel also, other than me, and they write stuff. And I don't just fall into it. I always check, is this true? And if they say it's not true for me, and then I don't worry about it. That's what you need to do. Because I'm going to say this every time, we've been taught to go outside of ourselves to find answers, to find anything, to ask other people their opinion about this, that, whatever. And that's totally not necessary. It's better if you don't. You know, because if you loved yourself 100%, you would need to ask people, should I color my hair this color? Should I wear this dress? Should I have this wedding dress? You know, etc. You would just know. And you wouldn't need the advice or opinions of other people. So today, my video is about what it means to be awake. And everyone says, like, and I do too, wake up, wake up. Well, to be awake first means that you have this inner knowing of things. And I'll get more into detail, but I saw this meme today I want to read to you. It's so perfect. It's part of the awakening process is seeing society and collective energy for what it is. Most of it is mind control and manipulation. You have to detach from the lower matrix by following your heart, living in compassion, and refusing to be part of the system. Because you're all part of the system and you don't want to be part of the system. So You're not confused about things. You don't stress over things. And if you're newly awakened, you'll just wake up one morning and everything that you thought the day before, you see it differently. Now, for me, I get downloads of information all the time, and so I always see things differently. But in your case, to be honest, I'm not you. I can't tell you how you're going to be, but you will start knowing. It's an inner feeling that things that you thought before was not reality. And then there's a whole bunch of things that aren't reality that you've been living, because it's a system of lies and deceit and propaganda. So anyway, life is never against you. It's an ego projection. So your ego protects you, but it's protecting you from old thought processes. So now you just have to tell your ego, if you feel or get some information, and the way you get that is the first thought that comes to your head. Like, let's say, go swimming. I'll just make that up. And then all of a sudden you go, well, if I go swimming, I'll get my hair wet, and I don't like the chlorine, and, blah, blah, blah. You know how you all do that. That's your ego. And you just tell your ego, no, I know what's best for me. You follow me because I protect you as much as you protect me, and everything is okay. So you have to talk to your ego, because your ego doesn't know right from wrong, because there is no right and wrong. But we've been put in the divisions, the polarity of good and bad and evil and what's right, what's wrong, who knows this, who knows that, and the world just goes crazy over it. So when you awaken, you realize you've been manipulated. You don't fall into the lies. You release your fear because you know it's not reality. You realize that you have your own truths and that you don't seek outside of yourself, but you always go within. When people ask me what I think of this or that, whatever, I just tell them, ask yourself to see if it's true. Because I can't speak for you. I can only speak for me. I only try to show you how you can change yourself by following the tips that I give you, but then you need to do it because you need to become it. It's not about a bunch of stuff you read, but you don't become that. There's a difference between knowing and becoming. Yeah, I know that's wrong, but I'm gonna do that anyway. Well, this doesn't mean anything. Like in the past, I used to tell some of my friends, don't say negative things about other people. Well, it's just once. It's just a one-time thing. But no, it's not a one-time thing, because your thoughts create your future. You need to know that what you think and what you believe, you create to show you that you're correct. So you can take something you don't believe and follow that, and then that'll show you that that thought is true. That's how it is. You see everything as positive because everything is positive. You don't fall into your old ways of being, because your old ways of being is negative. Your old ways of being is fear-based, and everything is negative and fear-based. You know and understand the powers that you have and that you are your own creator. Not God. God isn't even a person, is energy. You have God energy, you are your own creator. You can say you're your own God. Now, religious people will have a fit over stuff like this, and that's because they're not awake, period. And can you change people that are not awake? No, it's not your responsibility. You cannot help other people unless they want to be helped, because all we are is energy. When you share your energy to someone who's not open to it, you get drained. You fight. You get into the right and the wrong. It's polarity. You just walk away. Forget about it. Just, yeah, whatever. I shouldn't have said that, but I gotta go. See you later. Bye. Don't get into it. You see society for what it is. So, really, that's what it means to be awake. Now, there's a lot of people who need to be guided to be awake, but those people want to be guided to be awake, so they can be guided. Now, what I do is I guide you, but I don't tell you, you have to do this to ascend. You have to do that. No, you don't have to do anything, because you have a soul contract when you will ascend, and eventually everybody on the planet will be awake. When that'll happen, I really don't know. And it doesn't need to concern me. Nothing that goes on around you needs to concern you. And you know that when you're awake. You know that life is just been an illusion. That your body is temporary. When you're awake, you know that you can change your body. You can change your aging process. You can manifest money. You know that when you're awake. When you're awake, you know that the way people have been relating in relationships is all wrong. You know that. So you see there's a difference, because what happens is when you aren't aware of things, then you get stuck in the illusion in the matrix, and then you get fed all this negative information, and that becomes your truth. And then you become fearful. You worry about everything that's written or everything that's on the news. You think that global warming is real, and the presidents are like major powerful, or your boss has power, or people in general have power over you. None of that is a reality. When you're awake, you know that. So when you are awake, you live in the present moment, because right now in the present moment, you don't have a memory of a past or a future. You don't have a memory of the past. You don't worry about the future, because you're right now in the moment. And every moment is a new moment. So I don't plan things. I hate it when people text me and go, "What are you doing today?" It's like, unless you want to do something with me, then ask me. But don't ask me that, because, I'm in the moment. Who knows? In a moment from now, I'm going to be doing something different. Who knows? Do I worry about it? No. Do I care? No. Do I fear it? No. When you are awake, you know that you have nothing ever to worry about, because anything you don't know or anything you need to know, you ask your higher self, and your higher self will give you the right answer. The answer is for you. So you don't want to get in debate with other people who don't agree with you. So trust me. I've been mostly awake since birth. My whole life, I've been bullied by everybody. I stay to myself. I pick up energy. I'm tired of being bullied by people. I don't feel the need to prove anything to anyone anymore. I used to try so hard to get people to like me and understand me and believe me. I don't even care if you believe me or not. It really doesn't matter because I live my life. And all I'm here to do is help you live a full, loving, positive life. That's it. So it's very empowering to be awake because nobody can harm you. Nobody can bully you anymore. They can try, but it doesn't affect you like it used to affect me. I still get bullied by people who think I'm nuts or crazy. And now I just shake my head and, I say, well, you laugh at me because you think I'm different. But I laugh at all of you because you're the same. You're all the same. And I see people going to grocery stores and, grabbing the wipes and wiping down the cart because on the news or on the commercial it says, that's how you get germs, that's how you get sick from people. And that's not true either. So if you don't want to be sick, then you don't need to be sick. Look, when I was in elementary school, I didn't even like going to school. And so I used to get sick a lot. And I could talk myself into it long enough for the teachers to either send me home or for my mom to believe me. And I can create all the issues that I was telling my mom that I had that I didn't have. Oh, my throat hurts and my stomach hurts. And I tell you what, if I thought about it long enough, I started to get a sore throat and a stomach ache. So your thoughts create it. And so you can change all of it with your thoughts. So practice positivity. Learn how to see the positive in everything. Learn to see that what goes on wasn't right for you instead of crying over it. Like if you lose your friends, your family, whatever. And I don't mean lose from death, but I'm saying like I pretty much have released most of my friends because they're not friends. They're not about being awake. They all live in the illusion. I can't be around people who are in the illusion. And if you're like me, you can't either. Because if you go out in the daytime and you come home and start to feel achy and irritable and not full of love, then you've picked up toxic energy. And so I talked about this in my last video. You clean yourself with the selenite wand and you say positive affirmations and you breathe. Breathing is so important. I even forget to breathe, but it's intent breathing, if that's the right way to say it. But you got to do this a lot. When you're off balance, breathe. When you don't feel good, breathe. When you have a headache, breathe. When you have a stomach ache, breathe. Just when someone attacks you, breathe. I mean, breathing will save you. Anyway, that's my message for the day, is what it means to be awake. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and share my videos. If you know anyone else who you think would like to subscribe, please bring them to my channel because we all are in this together. And people who understand my thought process resonate to me. So you can share my videos to your friends and they will already know if they want to listen to me or not, all by themselves. You don't have to make the decision for them. So I hope you all have a blessed day and be good. Be awake or work on it. Thanks.